Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this evening's update on Calvin. So, as of 2 p.m. Hawaiian Standard Time, Monday, July 17th, Tropical Storm Calvin has maximum sustained winds of 50 miles per hour, a minimum central pressure of 1,004 millibars, and is moving west at 19 miles per hour. Looking at the key messages for Tropical Storm Calvin, Calvin is forecast to pass very close to the Big Island Tuesday night and Wednesday, bringing a period of heavy rain, high surf, and locally strong winds. Calvin is expected to weaken as it moves westward to the south of the other Hawaiian islands Wednesday and Wednesday night, bringing the potential for some peripheral impacts. It is important to not focus on the exact forecast track and intensity when preparing for Calvin. Persons in Hawaii County should prepare for impacts today and Tuesday prior to the onset of tropical storm force winds. These impacts could include flash flooding, damaging winds, large and dangerous surf. So looking at the latest cone for Tropical Storm Calvin is expected to approach the Big Island of Hawaii by 8 p.m. Tuesday evening and then pass just to the west of Hawaii by 8 a.m. Wednesday evening. We have a tropical storm watch in effect for the Big Island of Hawaii, and Tropical Storm Calvin is going to become a depression by Wednesday and dissipate by early Thursday morning. And the tropical storm force winds, notice, are mostly on the northern side of Calvin. So Hawaii, the Big Island, is going to be seeing tropical storm force winds from Tropical Storm Calvin as a result of the tropical storm force winds being on the northern side of the system. And looking at the latest Zoom Earth satellite of Calvin, Calvin has continued to slowly weaken over the last 24 hours, although it is maintaining a spiral structure to it, with most of the convection and storms being on the north side of Calvin. And this has been due to some westerly wind shear that the storm has been encountering as it has been moving west towards Hawaii. Tuesday 1 a.m., Calvin is expected to weaken to a 45-mile-per-hour tropical storm. Tuesday afternoon 1 p.m., 45-mile-per-hour tropical storm. Wednesday 1 a.m., as Calvin approaches the Big Island of Hawaii, we are expecting a 45-mile-per-hour tropical storm, and as it passes to the west of the Big Island, 40-mile-per-hour tropical storm. Thursday 1 a.m., 35-mile-per-hour tropical depression, and then a 30-mile-per-hour post-tropical low by Thursday afternoon, according to the Zoom Earth. And looking at the latest rainfall accumulations from the GFS and European model, starting off with the GFS model. The GFS model is now putting 1 to 2 inches of rain on the western side of the Big Islands, and in the central and eastern side of the Big Islands, we're going to be expecting anywhere from 3 to 5 inches of rain. So flooding is going to be a concern from Calvin as he makes a close passage to the South Island, the Big Island of Hawaii. And the smaller islands can expect about a half an inch to an inch in the GFS model. Looking at the European model is showing even heavier rain totals of about 1 to 3 inches on the western side of the Big Islands, and about 4 to as much as 7 inches on the eastern side of the Big Island. So unfortunately, I do believe that flooding is going to be an issue from Tropical Storm Calvin as he impacts the Big Island of Hawaii late tomorrow night and early Wednesday morning. And even the European model is putting about 1 to 2 inches across the other islands as well from Calvin. So make sure you're preparing for Tropical Storm Calvin if you live in Hawaii, especially on the Big Island, as we're going to be seeing some storm surge, some flooding rainfall especially, and some tropical storm force winds. Thanks for watching this evening's update. Stay safe and have a wonderful day, my friends.